Everyone experiences life in a countless amount of different ways. Personally, in the 16 years that I've walked this earth, I've experienced quite a lot. If you've gone through a divorce or even moved to a new school during your childhood, this speech could help you realize that it's okay to open up to those who are close to you about it. And maybe you can even relate to the speech. It can even bring people close to you, knowing that you're comfortable enough to talk to them about your problems. My parents have been divorced for about 5 years, which had caused me to switch schools as well. And it has been hard to cope with that. But over time, I've realized that I've made very good friends and have become closer to some members of my family over time because of this. It is difficult to talk about your problems to people, but it is not as scary as you think it may be. I will discuss how my parents' divorce affected me, how new school terrified me, and how opening up to people can help you get through your problems in life. When I was about 11, which would be about 5 years ago, my parents had separated. Since I was so young, I was almost completely oblivious as to what that had actually meant. Everyone at school would ask me, "Why doesn't your dad live with you?" And I would simply respond with, "He just hasn't moved in yet." I had no clue. Since I was very young, I never really understood why they weren't together anymore. It was all very difficult to understand to me, and I really distanced myself from most of my family. And as I tried to cope with it by not really talking to anyone in my family about it, it was brought up quite a lot. It really upset me when the people in my family talked about it because it seemed like they were simply just gossiping. And well, due to the fact that they were getting divorced, we had to move to a completely new location as well. And I had never thought of myself as a shy person until I had to move to a completely new location. And I remember when my mom had tried to introduce me to one of my classmates because she was good friends with this mom. And we both kind of just stared at each other while our parents were talking, and we were basically thinking, I have absolutely no clue who this is. And we still bring it up to each other because we know each other now, but it was really awkward. Anyways, I didn't think anyone else's parents were separated when I first moved here, and I thought I was going to be the black sheep of my classroom. The word divorce was just completely foreign to me, and my mom introducing me to my classmate, however, did break the ice quite a bit. I remember when I had no clue what there was to do around this new town that I had moved to. Since it was so new, I was used to living in like a more secluded area, and we moved straight into the suburbs, and it seemed like a really weird transition, honestly. My aunt had asked me, "What do you do all day?" And I responded with, "I don't know, I usually just stay at home and watch Desperate Housewives." I'm not sure why, but my family always brings this up the story to embarrass me. Probably because I was an 11-year-old with nothing better to do than to watch Desperate Housewives. I had enclosed myself off from the people at the time, and it was super difficult for me to make new friends. I was so scared to open up to new people, and it made it very hard to meet the new people that were in my classroom. However, I eventually did open up to a girl in my class, and we have been best friends ever since. I finally had someone to watch Desperate Housewives with me. The new friends I had made really helped me through difficult times. It was really scary at first to tell someone my entire life story, but it turns out she really understood and listened to what I had to say to her. We always would meet up at a spot on the road that we had called the Dot whenever we needed to see each other to talk or anything. I think that the fact that we had shared our stories and talked to each other really made us connect and become better friends. It really helps to talk to people about the things you're going through because it's really nice for someone to listen to the things that you have to say to them. I can't think of anything that I haven't told my best friend, honestly. Even though I had gone through tough times, I found it much easier to open up to people after that, and it really helps to open up to those who are close to you. Although the divorce and switching schools had impacted me, I found it comforting to open up to new people and to make new friends and to tell them about it. And as Dinah Shore once said, trouble is a part of your life. If you don't share it, you don't give the person who loves you a chance to love you enough. And from personal experience, that is very true.